we looking, Benny? How long?
Huh?
How long?
10 minutes maybe.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
So don't you usually wear like long dresses and skirts?
Sometimes. I have a suit. I have a red suit, but I can't wear it because it's so fucking heavy.
Oh, really?
Who knew it was going to be this hot over here? It's like, it's a perfect suit. It's this bitchin' red suit.
Yeah.
And I can't wear it because this is like Dickies fucking work pants.
Oh, workwear, yeah.
It's like workwear. I mean, it's a suit. It's like workwear. I've never seen it in my life. It's like, who the fuck? And I didn't feel it.
Yeah.
It's like, why would I feel it? Right? When I bought it, I didn't feel it. And then I had and then I put it on, and it's like the first night I fucking pass out in it. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? All right, we're just having fun, right? Okay. We're all disease-free. Nobody. See that? I go, we're all disease-free, and everyone looks down. Crickets. Fuckers. This is where all that shit originated, you know? This island. It did. See, you know, at least somebody's been doing some history. All STDs in the world originated from this island. Do you know that?
We invent everything, yeah. Chris was good at it.
So one thing you were good at? Who said that? You fucker. Good. I gotta remember. Can I borrow that for tomorrow? Or later on? All right. I'll credit you.
We are a black country.
We had a good club for a long time, which was Cuckoo's Nest. And without the Cuckoo's Nest, there's like the West Coast CBGBs. Without that, Jerry Roche fighting all the powers that be to keep his club open. Without a club, there's no scene.
About you being a pillar of the community.
Oh, I don't know about any of that, but Mike was just talking about, you know, we've survived through this, and part of making it to where we are right now in our lives is you know, you gotta give back if you want to keep what you have to give it away, you know, and then along with being sober, you know, you like Mike said, trying to be good, trying to be all those things, but for me, it's trying to give back, you know. And a lot of the amends that I would need to make, I can't make because the people aren't here anymore. So I made a decision many years ago to try to make a difference in someone's life every day, you know, big or small, you know, and then trying to do it without taking credit for it, you know, just doing little simple things or doing way out there things for someone, you know.
So doing it but not expecting anything back.
Well, not expecting anything back.
You talk about it, you take the positive.
Yeah, so it's really, you know, for me, what I know how to do is, you know, I've been blessed. You know, my grandfather told me about, you know, when I started playing guitar, to learn everything I can about it, all the different styles, and learn about all the different types of guitars, and I did, you know, and he was in the entertainment business in the 30s and 40s, and he said, one day you're going to travel around the world and get paid for doing something you love to do, and it's never going to seem like work, and now that's certainly been the case for us. Now, along those lines, you know, the rock and roll lifestyle, and you heard Mike talking about what we've done, and, you know, we've all been drug addicts, and, you know, for some reason we've made it through. We buried a lot of our friends. So we started this school in the town I live in. It's a small town, and I started teaching at my house, and just for something to do. A friend of mine worked on the railroads, and he asked, "Hey, would you teach me how to play guitar? I got all kinds of downtime." So I said, "Sure, Paul, I'll teach you." You know, I started teaching him some chords because, you know, he'd go in cross country on the Burlington Northern railroads, and so he bought an acoustic guitar. I taught him some chords, and he says he had twin daughters. He said, "Well, would you teach my daughters?" You know, I said, "Sure." You know, so I started teaching them, and then it blossomed into teaching 52 kids a week at my house, and that was a lot. You know, with my own kids who are very small, and you know, it was a lot to have at the house. So, anyways, we bought a building and we started this the Sioux City Conservatory of Music. It was modeled after Flea from the Chili Peppers. He's got a place in Silver Lake, and So we modeled it after his place, and you know, that was in 2009 or 10, something like that. And you know, and it was on that premise of putting an instrument in a kid's hand, giving a kid a guitar, because that's what I had plenty of, and that would never have that opportunity, you know. It might not ever. That was my way of giving back. The only way I knew how to do to make amends to some of these things. That, you know, I mean, I had friends that I worked for that I stole their entire guitar collections and pawned them. I mean, Scott Weiland from Stone Temple Pilots. I worked with him writing songs and took guitars and amps from him and pawned them. You know, I mean, as a drug addict, that's what you do. You know, so making amends to those things, you know, is just giving a kid an instrument and watching them flourish, teaching them the type of music they like, not necessarily what I like, but what excites them, and watching them flourish with them, you know, helping them along the way. And you know, it's been 7-8 years since we started doing that. I've had as many as, not me personally, I've got 10 or 12 teachers working for us at the school. We've got an indoor skate park at our school, all-age live venue. We've got an art gallery. I mean, we've had as many as 220 students, you know, a week. And it's really fun, you know. I mean, it's hardly like work, like my grandpa said. It's hardly like work. When you love what you're doing, it's not like
Passion.
work. Yeah, and you know, I will continue doing this for the rest of my life. I'll continue to give some, and it's not just kids. When Mike said kids, it's like our youngest is 4, our oldest is 80 right now. Yeah, I have a student. He's still there. I don't teach anymore, but Don came in and his wife passed away, and they never had children. And he always, like, he saved his record collection from when he was a kid, and he has the best record collection, man. It's like Link Ray, Dwayne Eddy, Eddie Cochran. I mean, it's great. It's really good. All twangy guitar stuff. The Ventures. I said, well, Don, I learned to play guitar to the Ventures, man. That's what started me on guitar. So he said, well, I don't know, you ever think I'll be able to play any of this stuff? I said, what's your favorite song from it? From all your records? And he said, well, I really like Link Ray. I like The Rumble. I said, that's a freaking great, easy 3-chord song. We're going to learn that first. And we learned it. He was just like, wow, my wife would have been so impressed. He's been with me for 5 years.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and he's 80 years old.
When did you ever spit an 80-year-old?
He started at 75.
So the people that you work with, are they TSOL fans?
A bunch of them, yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Some of them when they discover, because I don't tell them, I don't tell them. So when they discover, they're like, I just heard you were that, it's crazy. Or, you know, my friend. And some people discover it through their friends. You know, their friends like, who do you work with?
For the parents.
Yeah, who do you, yeah, that too. A lot of times I won't say anything. People discover it later. I didn't know you were in a band. I didn't know, you know, that. Because I'd rather have them like me for me.
Right, yeah,
than they're feeling me full of bullshit because they think I want to hear it. Because I don't want to hear it. I don't really care.
2005, I went to Kuwait for 3 months, and then from there I deployed to Iraq, Baghdad. I was in Baghdad, Iraq for a year and a half. And then after we finished there, I just went back to Germany where I was stationed. Finished my term there, and then I moved back to the U.S. and continued playing. The thing is, the whole time I was even out here, I was playing my drums, I was practicing, even though I wasn't playing with any bands. So everywhere I went, I found a place to get a hold of a drum set and just practice, even when I was in Iraq. We were at a abandoned, I guess, Iraqi police station. And over time, the military, you know, they built like a little chapel. And there was this one time I was walking around our campsite that we were staying in Baghdad, and I heard a drum, like some drums. Somebody was playing drums, and I was like, that sounds like drums, and I was looking for it. And then I walked by this chapel the little chapel that they built like a little church. And when I walked by, the door was open, and I saw a drum set. And just to see something like that in Baghdad, Iraq, I was like, no? This is crazy. I gotta.
Look at the camera, don't look at me.
Yeah. Oh. No, it was just crazy, you know. Like I saw a drum set in Iraq, and I was like, this is like a sign from the music gods or something like that. So I walked inside, and then I asked the guy the guy that was in there if I could play the drums when they weren't using them or anything like that. And he's like, yeah, sure, come by whenever, you know, we're not doing our services, and you could jam out with the drum set. And that's what I was doing the whole time. So even when I was out in the Middle East doing my military thing, I was still jamming out, playing drums and stuff. So that was one. So that's something I'll never forget. Yeah.
How long were you in the Middle East for?
I was there for a year and a half. Yeah, year and a half. Baghdad, Iraq.
So it's left the lasting memory then.
Oh yes, yeah. It was pretty wild. There was the worst, the greatest, worst bad time of my life, I guess you could say, but you know. And now I'm playing for TSOL.
Find this definable. You know, we have so many records and so many songs. We don't really like categories. We don't like being categorized. But you know, we have, you know, our third record was piano, keyboard, synthesizer. You know, so we're not really a regular punk rock band. Although we play fast and furious with the best of them.